Hello, this is Lewis. Welcome to part 3 of the software stack and calendar app. So, we're now up to the validation episode where we go over the instances of validation in the program. I've only got 4 here. These are the main instances where it's like very overtly validation. The other ones are also, there's other instances of validations, but these again the main ones. Like the processing features here, I've only included the ones that are substantial, I guess. There are other little moments of validation, but these are the main ones. Of course, there's a lot less, but validation just has to be right. So, if the code's already right and it considers every exception, then there's no real need for validation, isn't there? So that's why it is a bit less, because I think for the day panels it's just correct. So every time it loads, there's no exceptions, because every time it loads, it's just the same. So anyway, let's look at these examples. First is the save file dialog. Okay, so we've also included extra. Just real quickly, I've included extra internal documentation here. This isn't in code and internal documentation part. These are just extra explanations of the validation and how it works. So anyway, if I go to form 1, so this is involved with the save file dialog, which is the exporting of the notes, right? So it says if file name basically got something there. If it's nothing, then it won't do this process. So it's basically validation in the by kind of like existence checking. Like, oh, have you got a name? Like, it can't be blank. Names can't be blank. So that's why it says, oh, it's got to be something. It can't be nothing. So that's why that's like that. Next part is the save button is clicked. So this is when saving tasks to um, uh, the calendar. I've mentioned this before, the issues with the database connection. So this is why it's important to have this validation. So wait, oh, that's the design original. Is this? Oh, okay, wait, never mind. This isn't. This is. So this is string is null or white space, which just basically means if the text box is empty, a message box appearing saying please enter title pops up. So again, it's just existence checking to see if you've named the title, or if you named the task, because again, it can't be blank. I think the next one is the tries. Yeah, the next one is the tries, which is so tries kind of work like if-thens, except as you can see, it's catch ex, which just means like it includes exceptions. So it's kind of like if then else, except it's say if this was if then, it would be like, okay, so the so the in a way it would be like, okay, so the conditions met, so it has to be the then instead of the else, except the then is not possible. So instead we got try where it catches exceptions. So for example, it's like if we try, there's two examples here. There's try within the try, but if it's try, um, then it's like I successfully added the calendar, but if for some reason it doesn't successfully add to the calendar, it just says an unknown error has occurred. So yeah, it's you know bad to have errors in your code, but it's a lot better than having the whole program crash. Bugs are kind of expected at some points, but usually you don't want them kind of breaking or making your code pointless, like it does with this one. But that's how it is sometimes. But yeah, that's why the next one you get rid of that's why the exceptions are there, though, because you don't want it to crash. Crashing is a lot worse than having bugs that you at least are aware of, that you account for, I guess. So it's just like a just in case feature, which I basically had to add just because I couldn't work it out. So I was just like, oh, let me just have the error message appear at least. Okay, so this is kind of validation in the sense that it automatically creates this connection. So if I go to module, this is involved with the link. So this already creates a link. It's just if the connection state is closed. So if there's no connection between them, then the database opens. So it's just trying to say, oh, if a connection can't form, then form a connection. You know what I mean? It like try again, which it constantly does, but still doesn't work. But if it did work originally, so it would be this would be validation. This would be very good. So that's the importance of that one here. I'm trying to keep these videos a bit shorter here, so this one's just 7 minutes long or 8 minutes long. Probably I usually waffle a bit towards the end, so it'll probably be 10 minutes long. But trying to keep these a bit shorter. So the first one was about half an hour, and I was like, oh, I can't even be bothered, doing that again. And there's a lot more programming features, and once you kind of mention all the programming features, you don't need to go through each of little bit of the code. The code video is short, and then I kind of mentioned the validation a little bit briefly as well. So yeah, the modification of designs will also be a quick little video that I'll get done, and then I'll be ready for submission.